Hello everyone, how you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. Happy Saturday. I hope you're going to have a great weekend. I'm Sherry, if I didn't say that, and I'm here with Sherry's Saturday Bundles. It's what I'm calling it because I've been coming to you every Saturday with some bundles I've put together, and they usually involve fabric. That's what I'm going through this year. Last year I was going through some books I was sorting through, getting those listed in my Etsy shop. Believe it or not, it took me quite a while and I got that done. So now this year is the year of the fabrics and the linens. So I'll just show you, I've got two bundles and they're both the same. So it's quite a good stack here. And so let me show you what I got. I've got it tied with this little piece of kind of like a gauzy muslin, and I coffee dyed. I had torn this in strips and coffee dyed it so you get a piece of that. No big deal, right? But and the rest of it is, I think there's, not counting that little tie, I'm not counting that as anything, but I think there's 13. I think it's 12 or 13, but I think it's 13. It ended up to be 13 because I added this little doily. Whoops, I'm shaking the camera. I added this little doily on top. This week I cut apart I had a good size, I found a good size doily like this tablecloth. So it was a tablecloth and there were a lot of these little circles, and then there's some things in between that would be great for like so slow stitching or snippet, rolls and strips and things. So clusters, those will, I might use those myself. Or oh no, actually, yeah, that's right, I have strips, like there were doilies and then strips going in between. So those strips are, crocheted, and those will be great for and those will be in my future little bundles. And they, like I said, they'll be great for snippet rolls and clusters and things. So anyway, off the doily, let's go. Let's see what we got. So as usual, the pieces are a good size. I try to include enough fabric, like if you're making a journal, for the cover and the inside in case you want to do something like that. So I'll show you what I got. This one is everyone is, I don't bring them home. I've bought all of these at thrift stores, and I don't bring them home unless I love them. Like, I have to love them, you know what I mean? It's not just like I like them or I'm going to sell these. They're all things that I would want to use in my journals, and I and I love them, so I bring them home. But I thought this was really different and beautiful. You don't usually see a black base on a fabric, and then it really makes these flowers pop. So I thought that was just beautiful. It does say on the selvage, well, what's left of the selvage, something over here, maybe, well, I don't know, it has a US there. And then Brothers Textiles Inc. The only brand names I recognize are really like the really faint, the ones that are pretty standard, like Waverly and things like that. But if you recognize that, there you go. That's the brand name on this one. So, so this is assorted colors. Like some of the bundles I've been doing recently are color themed, like green or pink or blue. This is assorted. I dug into my assorted colors. So that's what you're going to see here. So this one is kind of, this one's really cool. I want to get, I have not showed you that, most of these I have not showed you before, but some of them I have. So this one I have not showed you before, I don't believe. And it's got all these little, like, they look like little, almost like little labels. And if you wanted, you could use this as a whole. So you've got a good size. I'm probably about a fat quarter size here. And, they have all these little rectangles and squares, all kind of different sizes. So here's a little one. Variety is the spice of life. The longest journey begins with the first step. So isn't that cute? They're all over here. And haste makes waste. Really cute little, and colors too are really cool. So yeah, I gotta get a piece of this out for myself and cut some of those. I would really like to cut some of those out and use them in a journal. I mean, you can use these for little pockets, tags, journal cards, whatever, anything you would want to do with them. I think they'd be really cute in anything you would want to do with them. So yeah, I made sure to save some of this for myself because I think it's awesome. And then this was, all these are, well, those two are new, like never used. They were just fabric. This one right here was, I believe it was like a shirt or a smock. So this is the only one that would have been used. But I thought it was really cool, and it's got all this like 70s little things on it, like the flowers, the peace signs, and the paisley, but got some butterflies and some birds. And I just thought it was cute, so I had brought that home. And I think this is the last of this one. So I've used some of it. I've cut some of these out, fussy cut these little pieces out and use them and things. So that's what that's all about. And of course, when I saw Raggedy Ann at the thrift store, I had to bring it home. So I put a piece of that in each of these bundles. And isn't it cute? And wouldn't that be cute? I would probably use this on a journal cover and maybe the inside too, you know, on a nice little journal, Raggedy Ann journal. Wouldn't that be cute? Or you could fussy cut out some of these images too. So really, really nice fabric there. And again, they're all a nice size. I don't want to keep saying that, but they're all a good size, as big as I could cut for you. And so this one is a patchwork kind of design. Good for a farm journal, anything that would involve red, white, and blue, maybe even patriotic kind of thing, but just your overall country colors and patchwork here. I'm just getting some strings. But we've got, you know, really beautiful kind of the different colors have just really cool, beautiful patterns like the flowers. And you've got the gingham here. This one looks like denim. There's a little heart here. So you could use this as a whole. You could cut it up in little pieces. It would just have, you know, so many, I think it would have so many uses. So yeah, I saved some of that for myself too. Don't worry, that's gonna come in handy in my journals too. So that one. And then I'm gonna fold that back up later. This one's really cool too. This one, those are all what I've shown you so far. Well, this one's more upholstery like this one here. It's thicker. The rest of them were cottony. Let's see, where was that? That was number 2, I think. Let's see, I got them in the same order over here. Yeah. And then this one is upholstery like thickness too. Really, really beautiful and different, you know. I mean, that's what I go for. Something beautiful and unique type of things. All the things I bring home from the thrift store, right? I try to get things that I don't have. There's a string. But look at this. Has little cute, I mean, I wouldn't go for anything looking real looking insects, but this has some cute little bugs on it. A yellow one and a blue one there. I think those are cute. And then you got the flowers. Look at the little, I guess it's a cluster of red grapes there. The flowers and the hearts. So really beautiful, right? And yep. If the thicker ones I usually cut with my pinking shears. So you'll see that. The other ones I usually tear the line, but this I can't, you know, things like this I can't tear, so I cut those with my pinking shears. And here's another patchworky type one. And this one's again red, white, and blue. It's more got a kind of a babyish, great for a little golden book or a baby journal or anything like that. And of course you can cut it up in little pieces, big piece. This is a good size piece, as you can see. It's got a little train, you know, alphabet letters, a kite over here. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the camera. A sailboat, little bunnies right here. So really pretty again with the florals, the gingham. This is background is white with red polka dots. You can see little stitch marks here around that. So that would be cute to cut out if you're inclined to do something like that. But, you know, you see what I'm talking about when I say there. You know, when I brought them home because I loved them. And I thought they were either beautiful or adorable or whatever type of thing. Okay, so the next couple of pieces are kind of like quilt tops and things like that, quilted pieces. So this was, I've put a few of these in my bundle and you have seen these before. So they're like little quilted pieces. I found them just like this. I didn't cut them up. I found them in pieces like this. And so my impression is that they're pretty old. This looks like, you know, the back piece here. Here's the back of it. Looks like muslin type fabric. And then you've got on top where someone sewed these pieces together. You can see the stitches, the hand, they look like, they're not sewing machine stitches, they look like hand stitches. And then you can see the embroidery here. And then this little flower is like gathered or pleated. And a little bit of, I don't know what all is in the middle here. I guess that's part of the fabric. No, it's 2 layers. But that's pretty intricate, that little flower there. So yeah, you can do what you want with this. You can cut this out and use this one piece as a, or you can make it a focal point on a journal cover, use it as a tag, whatever, anything like that. So here's another quilt top piece. Now this I did cut apart. It was a quilt top. It wasn't a whole quilt. So these are always handy to, you know, use however you wish. And that's got the greens and the pinks. That's more of a like a mauve-y pink there, almost a little peachy, but mostly pink. And then this is green and pink, so really pretty. This one was also a quilt top that I cut apart. I love the fabrics on this one. There's a stitch there, and is that a stitch? That's just a string. But see how they did the little stitching on top of the quilt there. I've seen that before, I'm sure you have, but really neat little pieces of fabric on these, on this quilt top. And then this is a big yellow, it's like yellow or mustardy gingham type pattern. Great for baked backgrounds and things like that. And I have so much of this that I put a really big piece in here. As you can see, it's probably like double fat quarter size or something. Fat quarter size is, when I say that, if you don't know, it's 18 by 22 inches. So it's probably not quite double, maybe 1.5, 18 by 22 inches, something like that. So that is what is in here. I thought maybe the only difference is that one, you know, everything's exactly the same except for that one piece that is a quilt top. I mean, that was the single piece of a quilt, the stitchery piece. So I'll show you the one in this one real quick, just so you can see the difference. You know, not a big deal. I've tried to put both of the pieces that I put in here. They both have a stitchery kind of embroidered flower. Where is it? Okay, of course I can't find it right now, right? Here, this has got to be it right here. Yep, I think this is it. No, is that it? Yes, it is. Okay. So this one, see, this one has a blue piece of fabric on the back, light blue. Well, that's pretty. And then it has these pieces stitched on by hand. You can tell it's done by hand. There's stitches right here and right here. Then it has this little embroidered flower, the same type. It's a little smaller, but you got the embroidery stitches here, and then this little pleated flower. Isn't that cool? These are the coolest little things. I just like they're each individual, like a little piece of artwork. And yeah, I've been putting them in my bundles, and I have used some myself too. So really awesome. And then, you know, I showed you the doily. I wanted to put something extra, especially since I just cut these up this week and they're so cool. These do have a little stain on them. That's why they're at the thrift store. But when I cut them up, like, and when it was a hole, I was like, oh, they have those stains. And I was like, well, I'll just cut it up and see what it looks like. And then I was like, oh, it looks so cool with those stains on there. I mean, you can barely see them right here and right here, right here, but it just gives it that vintage kind of, not even really grungy, because if it was grungy, it would be more stains than that or something, but just enough to really make it look more vintagey, I think. And it was like the perfect little stain mark on there, I thought. I know that's kind of weird, but that's what we like, right? We're weird, us junk journalers. We like stuff like that. We're crazy. Anyway, I'll let you go. Hope you have a great day. These will be in my shop when you see this video, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy crafting.